Hey, what's going on? My name's Luis, fresh out of prison, on parole, here with Xibalba. Tell me who the fuck you are.
I'm Nate. I talk some shit in the band. That's all I really do.
I'm Jason. I play the drums. Yeah.
I'm Scott, and I play guitar.
I'm Eric, and I play bass in the band.
I'm Brian, I play guitar.
Sick. Tell me what happened in Panama.
So, yeah, I guess we're not talking about the record, I guess.
What happened in Japan?
Yeah, Nate.
Japan, that was fucking Jason's fault. The gist of the fucking story was that
I was on a plane.
this motherfucker began drinking a little too much. I don't know, starts trying to fucking fight somebody. He's mad that they cut us off. To be honest, I don't fucking know. All I do remember is that I told him no, and next thing you know, I wake up in jail. I remember being in jail and, fucking stressed out. I called the promoter that booked the show. I was like, yo, I think it was Koba?
Shout out to Koba, baby.
No, it wasn't
and
Koba.
Daiki. Was it Daiki?
Daiki. I called
Shout out
Daiki.
to Daiki, too.
I was like, yo, dude, we're in jail. Like, I need fucking help. He fucking hangs up the phone on us. He's like, fuck you guys. And I was like, God damn it, I gotta get out of here. Fuck. And I was like, Jason, yo, like, chill, we gotta get out. And this motherfucker, I got rights. I'm like, what are you talking about? American citizen, I have rights. I was like, you're Japan, shut the fuck up. And then his second idea,
the ultimatum,
dude,
baby.
he's like, all right, dude, fuck it. Dude, let's just fight these fools. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, we're in this tiny ass. First of all, Japan jail is fucking tiny. So we're in this little cell, and then, there's a hallway, and then next there's an exit door. And this motherfucker's bright idea is like, yo, if we fight these fools, we could just run for the exit and we'll make it, dude. Yes.
Tell us, what was it? What was your thought
And
process
I was
when
like,
you were
no.
drunk in
Dude.
prison or jail?
And then for a second, I was like, all right, yeah, dude, we could fight these dudes. It's like, small Japanese dudes, we got this. And then I clicked in my head, wait, fight the cops? Shut the fuck up, dude, please, for the love of God. And next thing you know, the guy that we were at the bar, we got into a little scuffle and we broke some stuff. And end of the story, we're like, yo, we can't get arrested, we can't get processed. We were only in Japan for about 4 hours. So I was like, dude, we start a tour in 2 days. I can't go to jail now. So he ended up, the guy was cool. It was like, hey, just pay for the damages. Yeah. We paid for the damages, and then that was that. But thankfully, we didn't get sent to fucking jail. They didn't fucking process us, and they let us go. And all the money we made that tour went to that. So. Yeah.
I was just landing, waiting for my fucking guys. Where the fuck are my guys at? Waiting for fucking hours and hours, not being able to reach anybody. And I was just in the airport. But I want to hear Jason's side, though.
I want to hear Jason's side, too.
All right, so most of that was true, what he said. The only part that was off was I didn't say, let's just fight these guys. They're little Asian guys. I didn't say that. What I said was, it's a little different. Let me challenge them to a fight. That's a little different than me saying, yo, let's just fuck these guys up.
Jason knows what's up with a challenge.
Dude, all right, real quick. Way back in the day, fucking when martial arts was started, it was all about dueling, right? It was about dueling. Just like in the Wild West. It was like
facts, baby, facts.
Dude, it's true.
Speak it.
Facts,
Speak
baby.
it, tell us.
It's like, hey, you think you're the best? I think I'm the best. Well, let's find out who is. And you'd fight to the death. In my mind you, this was 5, 6 in the morning. I'm fucking barely coming out of a fucking drunk coma. You know what I mean? I'm waking up in jail. This guy's like, hey, man, we're in jail. I'm like, what the fuck? The last time I was conscious, we were in the bar. So mind you, what would you think waking up in the fucking in jail? I was not there. I was not all there.
Yeah, no,
so
for real.
Right away, I was like, hey, man, they're not going to let us go. I'm going to challenge this guy. And by the ancient laws of combat, he has to accept.
Dude, that's the first thing I heard when I got
That's a little different than what he said.
I can attest to this.
And then for a second, this is where you're right. You're like, Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. No. Shut the fuck up. That's not gonna work. And so, obviously it didn't work, but it would have been badass if it did. Either if I won or got my ass kicked.
It would have been pretty fucking sick for sure.
Either way, if I got my ass kicked or won, it would have been a badass story. Be like, and the cop would have been like, I accept.
Can you imagine?
Fuck.
That was almost the last time we went to Japan because right after that happened, like we ended up pissing off the balcony like in Nagoya. And
yeah. That wasn't us though.
Daiki got really mad.
No, you guys got.
That wasn't any of us here. That wasn't any of us here. No, it was someone in the band, but it wasn't
I got
us.
a confession to make. I was one of them.
You were? You were?
But the other guy, the other guy, we blamed it on him, and
it was you.
I'm okay with that. No. It was him too. It was both of us. But
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yes.
All right. We're getting a little off track here.
yeah.
It was a weight I got off my shoulders.
You know what?
That's good.
That's what we're here for, guys. That's what we're here for, everybody. Confessions with Xibalba.
Vulnerability. Oh, God.
All right, so you guys have done a lot of touring over the last 14 years of being a band, right? Been a lot of places. What happened in El Salvador?
You were there.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck you asking for? So
Let's
Jason,
have Jason.
you know what? Jason.
Let's have the
I
El
was
Salvador.
when was this? Was about 8 years ago. No, was it not? About 8-9 years ago. We thought it was a bright idea.
Pause. I was sober. We're gonna hear the drunk versions, and then we'll run it back,
Anyways.
and then I'll tell you what really
We
happened.
thought it was a bright idea to tour from. We actually did it from TJ all the way down to Central America. Throughout the whole fucking trip, everything got fucked up. Nothing was right. Nothing went well. Whatever. It was fucking fun. Well, when we got to El Salvador, for some fucking reason, he didn't get a stamp. I don't know how the fuck he didn't get a stamp, but they didn't let us in the fucking. They didn't let him in the country. So, first of all, we did a tour that wasn't. The tour wasn't like, hey, getting hosted by somebody, someone traveled with you. We're doing this on our own. So we're on public transportation.
No
with
liaison.
A bunch of I think there's like a fucking chicken on the bus and shit.
There was chickens in crates. There were babies crying. We stopped in the middle of kind of like a tropical rainforest, rural area.
So, no, we did get kicked. You got kicked off.
No. On the way. Oh, that was after.
Yeah, that was after. We can't talk about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
That
was my fault.
We
That wasn't you. That was.
I got it mixed up. I was like.
Anyways, so they kicked him off because he can't, he didn't have a stamp on his passport. And I was like, fuck, there's like 12 of us on this tour or something like that. So I was like, fuck it. So I got off on the bus with him. And, the rest of our friends are taking off on the bus to San Salvador. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are we going to do? And I just remember being like, well, we need a stamp, and I can't go all the way back to the fucking airport, which is like 8 hours away. So we went to the, to the fucking border, and we're like, hey, man, I need a stamp. And they're like, you got to go to the airport. And I was like, we got $50. And they're like, okay, stamp that shit real quick. So we go back to the Salvadorian border.
That's how it works.
And we're like, hey, man, we got the stamp. We're good. And they're like, we know you didn't go to the airport. We're like, we got $50. They're like, all right, come on in. So, anyways, we're in the middle of the fucking jungle, and all I remember just being like, dude, how the fuck we're gonna get to San Salvador? So all these buses are passing by, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, we stop a fucking bus, and we're like, hey, man, we got $20. Let us on the bus. We gotta go. And then he's like, all right, get on the bus. And then, we took this bus down to San Salvador, and, we made it. And then you want to carry on with the story, what happened at the show?
So before we get on the bus, I was talking to one of the guards and telling them how he needed to let us go. Before we paid, I was like, dude, I'm Salvadorian. My dad's here. He's waiting for us at the bus stop. This is just a mix-up. Like, just do me this favor, And he goes, no, I don't care. And then when we went and paid and came back, I told him again. He goes, and that's when he got mad. He's like, you paid the guy, didn't you? And we're like, well, yeah, man. Like, what do you want us to do? And he goes, I told you not to do that. I was like, yeah, but we did. So, I mean, are you going to let us go or what? I was like, I told you my dad's Salvadorian. I'm Salvadorian. He goes, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? I was like, I did. That was the first thing I told you. And he goes, you didn't tell me that. I was like, I did, man. What the fuck? And then he's like, and then we paid him, and then he just wanted to fuck with us. Honestly, I think that's what it is. There is like they just fuck with people, and they're like, we know these guys ain't gonna go all the way back to fucking Guatemala. He goes, and if they do, they're fucking stupid, you know. And they just fucking pay him. We did, and then they let us on, and then we get to the bus station. My dad's there, fucking, met all you guys there, and the first thing he says to me, he comes up, he goes, hey, what took you so long? I was like, didn't these guys tell you the story? He goes, yeah, but what took you so long? I was like, man, fuck you, man. Like, and then so, by the way, I hadn't seen my dad in like 8 years at that point. And then we hang out, we go to his house, we go to the show. We're at the show. It's at this little tattoo shop. And then the place is packed. It's fucking packed. And it was us, you guys, Alpha Omega, and then like one other band, 2 other bands. And then the show was nuts. It was fucking insane. And then during our set, 3 songs in, a fight breaks out. And then, and we're just like, of course. Like, all the
normal thing that would happen at a Xibalba Alpha and Omega
all
show.
stories we've heard about El Salvador were coming true. Like, almost everything.
Yo, straight up.
Yeah. Like, before that, when we wanted to go to the store to buy beer, they're like, oh, wait, hold on. We got to get chaperones for all of you guys. There was 6 of us. They got each person a chaperone.
Yep.
And then, so everything was coming true that they were saying. And then, like, even kids didn't try to steal merch, but, like, they were, like, getting sketchy about it. Like, standing next to it, like, And then the fight happened. And then fucking Nate goes in the middle and tries to break it up. And then the fucking shotgun comes out. And then you're standing there. You yank the shotgun out of the guy's hand, and then the dude sees that you do that, and he hands you a shell. He's like, yo, load that shit. And then you grab it, and then, like, you had trouble loading it. You loaded it backwards or something, I remember you saying. But you were actually trying to load it.
Yeah, because I, like, didn't think about doing that. I just did it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I came out of my, like, adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I saw Nate and you about to get shot.
Yeah.
And I jumped in front
and
grabbed it from him.
Yeah.
I was like, hell no, motherfucker.
Yeah, because when he jumped in front, I was like,
I was trying to grab the gun because, like, he has a gun, I don't have a gun. Fuck that.
He slapped it.
Yeah, when he jumped.
The guy had the shotgun, and Nate just walked up with the mic and was like,
dude, what was funny is, like, it was just like each one of us were doing something for the other person. Like, he jumped in to stop it. I jumped in to grab him.
Over your drums.
I jumped over the drums to grab him. I was like, get out of the fucking way, man. What's wrong with you?
Mark had his guitar over his face.
Yeah. And then you jumped to fucking pull the whole thing out. And then the craziest part of that story, though, is the guy who saw you grab it. He's like, oh yeah, this guy's about that shit. Yeah. Here, homie, load that shit. That's the craziest part. Yeah, he's like, hell yeah.
He's on deck. What's
yeah,
up?
he's like, load that shit. Shoot these motherfuckers.
I ducked behind the cab and tried to load it, but I couldn't figure it out.
And then the whole time I'm watching this, my dad, his ex-wife, and my dad's best friend are all on the side watching.
Oh, that's right.
And then I look at him, and he just shrugs his shoulders and just goes, it's typical.
Oh, okay.
We should have just kept playing the show, but you motherfuckers didn't let me keep playing the show.
I do want to add that.
Stop for the shotgun.
Fuck the shotgun.
I
man.
do want to
show.
add that Jason's dad is the epitome of fucking swag, though. That motherfucker's like one of the coolest dudes ever.
That's a righteous dude right there. Solid.
Oh, we can't wait to come back to El Salvador one day.
Yeah, El Salvador is sick. Jason's dad is very sick. All right, guys. You guys have a new record out? That's why we're here. Tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yeah, we got a new record out.
We got a new record out.
Do you really want to talk about that shit?
I don't know. They said last question.
So
Anyways.
it's all kinds of fire and shit.
Well, we put out a new record on Southern Lord Records. It's called Años and Infierno. It's the 4th LP, I believe. Yeah?
Yes.
I don't know. It's been a long fucking
Fourth
time.
LP.
The 4th installment.
4th installment.
14 years
Such an
of being a
amateur,
band. Right?
So yeah, it's the 4th fucking
yeah.
record.
It's the 4th record.
It's been a long fucking time of doing this, being in a band, writing music, and yeah, I think it's the coolest fucking record we've done, and I really love it. And you know, those dudes next to me have been playing, doing this band with me for a long fucking time, and I think it's our best record.
I
think so too. Like every other record, it's taken a while to write this one, write every single one, but it's for a reason. It's not because part of it is procrastinating, laziness.
It's a culmination of things. Work schedules, laziness.
The other part
and
of it
perfection.
is wanting to put out the best shit we can, and I mean to us, it's never been about like what people want to hear or what we think they might like, or we got to put this out by this time. It's like, nah, man, like you can't. If you do that, it's only going to come out something later on where you kind of regret it and you're like, oh, we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I mean, it took a long time, but I think it was for the best because every song on this album is fucking hard as fuck. I feel great about every song, and it came out better than I thought, honestly.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I mean, we definitely put in a fuck ton of work to do it, and a lot of hours of. There's a lot of shit that didn't even make it that we ended up like cutting out and like taking out, and so like, I mean, who knows? We might recycle that. I don't know, but I mean that shit's. I don't know. I agree. I think it's our best shit that we've done, just because we actually got to like just take our time with it, and then given our work schedules and our procrastinating / laziness, I think it panned out for us, because it did give us a long time to like sit on that shit and like fucking like dwell on it and like, is this right? Is it not? Fuck it,
Nah, that's sick.
I'm kind of drunk, baby.
Yo,
we all are.
shout out to Arthur, who's
Shout out to Arthur, baby.
shout out to Arthur who recorded the record. And John, Arthur
Yeah,
and
John, baby, the Italian stallion, John, baby,
I don't fucking
Johnny
remember.
Boy, baby, from Arizona, Platinum
Platinum
the
Records?
Underground, the Platinum Underground.
The Platinum Underground. That's
What's
where
up
we
with
recorded
Platinum
it.
Underground? Because we recorded the record.
That's where we recorded
Yo,
it.
yeah, that place was sick, dude.
Well, shout out to Arthur. I hope you guys buy the record. If you don't, fuck you. We're Xibalba. We're actually going to play the record for you, so you guys can check it out now.
Do we got any more questions or?
Nah, man. That's it. No one wants to hear no more of your shit.
Man, all right. I got a lot of things
We're
to say,
done.
baby.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're going to listen to the record right now. So here you go. 5, 4, 3.
Hit it.
That's your cue, man.
Where's your ball? Yo, we're Xibalba, and that was Años in Infierno. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you pick that shit up at Southern Lord. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to all our family, our loved ones,
Shout
our
out
friends.
to Arthur, baby.
Shout out to Arthur. If you didn't like it, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
We're
Shout
Xibalba.
shout out, baby, to our ancestors, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna play a couple songs for you. We're gonna move some shit around and then play a few songs. But yeah, thank you for listening. And,
Yeah, thanks for kicking it with us.
We're gonna drink a few drinks, like 20 more. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
Corona.
I mean, I'm already jacked up. Baby.
Fuck Corona. Drink Modelo.
Yeah. Fuck both
Drink,
of them, man.
actually, we started drinking White Claws because you know the older you get, you gotta take care of yourself and your body. So we're trying to watch this figure.
Fuck all
So
that jive
drink
shit.
White Claws. We're gonna get out of your way. We're gonna move some shit. We're gonna play some shows.
Yeah, we're about to play. We're about to play some shows. Whoa, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, the virtual reality, homie. That's what we're gonna do. Play a virtual reality show.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I stand corrected.
I'm right. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Fuck me.
This is Xibalba. Bye.
Yeah. One.
Yo, we're Xibalba. Got a few songs for you. Cold! Your fucking head. I feel it. I'm a monster of myself. I see it. The cold doesn't know no word through my body. I see it. Dead and bleed. Lose my feelings. Let me win. Overboard, for what I have done to myself and to others, and to others. Get down, blood and blood, blood and blood, blood and blood. This song is called No Serenity. Grab a beer and hang out with your friends. No! Hit it! Hell yeah! If you're in your living room, go around in a little circle. Tell me what you think. As a weight of insanity, wasted life, till it not alive. No existence can be for me. This is what I am, not unreal. reality, no peace, no serenity. Die, what is all? Don't to my deity. No, till the end of time. Watch. One more fucking time. Hell yeah. You guys doing good out there? I hope so. I'm doing good. Yo, shout out to L7 Touring for hooking us up. Make some fucking noise. We're a band from Los Angeles, 13 fucking years, and we finally put out a new record. That record is called Años and Infierno. This is the title track for that song. I hope you like it, and not fuck you. Años! Bang your fucking heads! a new one for you. This song is called De la Oscuridad. JC, you ready? Set. A la Oscuridad. We're Xibalba. Peace.